Ooh, there are a few hidden search terms in Pokemon Go to use to search for Pokemon in your storage, and today I'll be sharing with you guys over 20 of them that are kind of a secret. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So yes, let me go ahead and bring my screen up and show you guys under my storage. And if we were to try and search for a Pokemon, yeah, there are a few things that we can search for. Let's go ahead and tap on the search bar on the top, and there are recommended a few search terms that we can use, you know, like normal, it will show you normal type Pokemon. Kanto, it will show you all the Pokemon from the Cantonian region, generation 1. And then following on with hatched, legendary, shiny, traded, can evolve 0, 1, 2 or 3 star, 3 or 4 star, and can mega evolve. However, if you guys see on the right side, there's a word see more. There are two words, see more, and we'll tap on it. You can see that these are all the ones that I kind of use most of the time, my favorited ones and the recent ones. So we see under the special, okay, these are the ones that we can use also. But these are not the hidden ones. They are the hidden ones which I'll share with you guys in a bit. So you can even search for your buddies, your hatched ones, and your lucky Pokemon, your mythical Pokemon, your purified Pokemon, your shadow, your shiny, your event, your traded, and your location card Pokemon, and the one that has adventure effect, which there are currently only 2 Pokemon that has that, the origin Palkia and the origin Dialga. So there's appraisal one from 0 to I guess 4 star. The thing is, we can't search for 0% IV Pokemon. Unless I show you guys a trick later on. As for regional, we can search for region base of it, not regional, but region base of the region of the Pokemon where it's from, the Pokemon typing, and that's basically it. Yep, so it doesn't show you guys in-depth more details about it. Even if you were to go all the way to the settings and go to the help over here and actually go under the Pokemon search terms available, it doesn't show you guys everything. I've already checked through it. So I'm going to share with you guys some of the hidden ones which are not technically like openly shown here in Pokemon Go. So let's start off with the very first one. Alright, let's say for example, if I want to search for a family of a Pokemon, meaning like for example, if I want to search for Pidgey together with Pidgeotto together with Pidgeot, the whole family line up. Alright, so if we were to type Pidgey, it doesn't show the Pidgeotto, and also I have a lot of Pidgeys, guys. It doesn't show you guys Pidgeotto, and also doesn't show you guys Pidgeot. So what you can put is to put a plus sign before you type the Pokemon name, and it will show you all the other Pidgeotto and in fact Pidgeot too. So if we do it even for, let's say, another Pokemon, say Charmander, okay, Charmander would come out, everything all would come out. It doesn't show you the Charizard unless you accidentally name it something else, which obviously this one has to change the name to Charizard. Alright, one more thing though, if you actually change the word to say whatever name it is, you want to get the exact same name of the Pokemon that is originally named at, you just minus away everything, alright, make it blank and just press OK. The word Charizard will automatically be spelled out for you. So since it is a shadow and it's a 98% IV, I'm going to rename it as Charizard A. I can show you guys it's a 98% just by looking at the alphabet at the end. That's how I rename my Pokemon. So now that I've renamed it as that, it's gone. So in order for me to bring back the Charizard, alright, I can actually go by here and then put a plus at the front, and then all the Charmeleon, all the Charizards all will come out. So that's the first thing that you can do. You can put a plus in front of the name of the Pokemon, and the entire family lineup will appear. Okay, so the next one that we'll be looking at is actually the typing. If you were to type water typing, every single Pokemon that has a water typing to it, regardless of whether it's a single typing Pokemon like a Totodile, or regardless whether it is a dual typing Pokemon like a Wimpod, Bug and Water, they will all appear. Alright, so that's something to take note of if you guys want to check it out too. One thing though, if you guys are going through all this with me, you guys can also search through in your storage at the same time as you guys are watching this video and test it out for yourselves too. So what you can do if you want to search for moves that contain a water type move or a certain typing move, you would then put an @ symbol over here. Alright, you know when you actually type someone's email, like, you know, something @gmail.com, so the word, the symbol @ over there will be put first, then you put the typing of the typing that you want to search for, say water typing. So then every Pokemon with water typing fast and charge move, or charge moves, not and but either fast or charge moves, will appear. Example like a Tadbulb, alright, it has water gun, so that's why it appears. The Furfrou, even though it's a normal typing Pokemon, it has Surf as the charge move too. So that's a water typing move. If you type any other typing too, that will work even for dark typing. Alright, so this one has Snow, definitely I can see that now. Alright, the Meowth definitely has a charge type charge duck type move. Alright, so that's that. So in order to search for a fast move with a certain typing, you have to do this. You add 1 and then say for example I'll search for water typing fast move, I can put water now. So this will show me every single Pokemon with the water type fast move. You guys can see the total down with water gun, despite the fact that it has returned. All of the Pokemon here would have the water type fast move, meaning the first move, the move that you use more frequently than the charged move itself. Alright, of course, it'll show you both also because some Pokemon would have both water fast and charge move that can be shown too, as long as the fast move has a water typing to it. Alright, so the next one, if we put a 2 instead, and we'll type water, this will show us the second move, means the charge move, the first charge move, alright, having a water type move, like the Furfrou, like the Psyduck over here, all of them would have a water type charge move. Even if you have a 3 move Pokemon, alright, 3 moved Pokemon, it will still show, let me see now, I'm going to try and look for a 3 move Pokemon. It will still show as the second charge move, the third move as in the second charge move, the one that you have unlocked, alright, it will not be shown, technically it will not be shown, but if you were to type 3 water instead, 3 water, this will show you everything that has a second charge move with a water typing charged move, meaning you can see over here the third line is actually the water type move, the third line is the water type move, the third line is the water type move instead of the second line, the thunder. So that's how it works. If you want to search for certain Pokemon that has both water fast and charge move, what you can do, you can type 1 water, this will show you those Pokemon with the water type moves, alright, and you put an N symbol as the add symbol again, and then 2 water. So this will show you the Pokemon with both water fast and charge move. Alright, this was Bubble and Razor Shell, Bubble Razor Shell, Waterfall Hydro Pump, Bubble Beam, Water Gun Aqua Tail, Water Gun Skull. This will show you everything with water fast and charge move. Like I said, you can do it with other typing, you can do it at 1 buck, at 2 buck, it will show you those things. So if you type another typing instead, let's say a 1 water and 2 buck, it will show you the fast move having a water type fast move, and the second one will be bug type move. So looking at the Samurai, it definitely has a waterfall and X scissors. Alright, next one, this one also has a water type and then a bug type move. This one that has a water type and then a bug type second move. Alright, so a bug type as charge move and a water type there. So if we took type 3 instead and bug, alright, so it means the water type and then the bug type will be the third one. Alright, the third slot over there. So that's how this search strings work. Alright, so that's that in terms of searching for a certain typing for the moves, etc. Now what we're going to do is we're going to search for a move that a Pokemon can still learn, that you can technically give it a second move. So what you can type is you type add move. Alright, and when you type this, it will show you every Pokemon that can still learn a second move. You can see over here, new attack, new attack, new attack, new attack, new attack. So all these Pokemon, I have 6,742 of them that can still learn a second move. Or is it so? Well, this search string has a little bit of an issue to it, because if we were to type and Wobbuffet, all my Wobbuffets will appear. However, Wobbuffet, the non-shadow, the non-purified one, can only learn one charge move, and that is Mirror Coat. So even if I show you this, it doesn't show it over there. It doesn't show that you can give it a second move. Other Pokemon, you know, like Magikarp, like even Feebas, all those cannot learn a second move too. So if you check out Feebas, alright, I'm pretty sure you can't there, you see? It doesn't show a new move over there, even if it shows Magikarp. Alright, you can see even though I technically can give it a new second move, but oh, actually Magikarp has that, so never mind. Forget what I just said. But anyway, for the Feebas one you guys saw. Okay, so if you guys want to search for Pokemon in your storage that has ever unlocked a second charge move before, meaning it has 3 moves, or yeah, technically it will have 3 moves, you can type exclamation. When you put exclamation, it will show you, it means not. Alright, not, N-O-T. Alright, so not unlockable second move. Alright, so these are all the Pokemon that already has a second charge move to it. So I have 906 of them. I guess I spent a lot of Stardust on them. All you guys can see, they all have a second move, they all have second move, and they all have second move, all unlocked over here. You guys can go ahead and type and see what you guys have in your storage. But basically, those are the ones that have unlocked, and yeah, I have almost 1,000 of them. Alright, so that's one more thing that I would like to show to you guys. So the next one that I would like to share with you guys is this term called add weather. when you type add weather, it will show you the boosted, alright, typing of the current weather. So right now, if you can see in game, it is 5km egg hatching, but it's cloudy in game right now, means poison, fighting, and fairy are boosted. So if you were to go to that again, add weather, it will show you poison type moves that are boosted. So like poison fang over here, this one for the Mankey, the fighting type is boosted. Even though Swablu isn't a poison, fighting, or fairy typing Pokemon, it will still show you a fairy typing move that is boosted for the current weather. So it will be useful if you want to use it to actually do certain, like a duo or trio against whatever raid boss, and you can search for the ones that are currently boosted by the weather. Of course, the Secretary is not boosted unless you're looking at Dazzling Gleam, right? So if you're going to use Dazzling Gleam, great. But if you're not, then the electric type wouldn't be boosted at all. Alright, so that's what you can type in. Alright, so those are the few good ones. So now let's go ahead to search for another search term. What we can do is, if you want to search for a certain CP of a Pokemon that's under a certain CP, what you can type is CP. Alright, say you want to search for anything under 1500 CP, you can put CP minus. When you put the word minus before the number, it means less than. But if you put the minus after the number, which I'll show you guys in a bit, it will then be said as more than. So now that we put CP minus, say 1500, it will show me every single Pokemon that are equal to 1500 CP or under. So these are all the kind of eligible Pokemon for the Great League. As you guys can see, they are all under 1500 CP. But of course, if you want to make it a little bit more organized for yourself, for me I put .gl. These are the ones that I can use for Great League. Alright, so now that we know how to search for less than CP, let's go ahead to type the one that we can search for more than a certain CP. So for example, any Pokemon that has already surpassed 1500 CP, no way they can be used for Great League, you can use them for Ultra League. But if we were to type 1500 minus, it will still show us the 1500 because, like I said, it's equal or more than also. Okay, so if we were to type 1501 and more, alright, 1500 CP Pokemon will not appear anymore. So these are the ones that can technically still be eligible for the Ultra League but no longer for the Great League already. Alright, so that's what you can search for. Now the next search term that we'll be looking at is actually the appraisal system. Actually we can see it from over here. Then we can appraise for either 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, or 1-star. So when you search for 4-star, it will show you 100% IV Pokemon. When you search for 3-star, it will show you 82 to 98% Pokemon. When you search for 2-star, it will show you 67 to 80% Pokemon. When you search for 1-star, it will show you 51 to 64% IV Pokemon. As for 0-star, it will actually show you 0% IV to 49%. So that becomes a problem when you actually want to search for Nando Pokemon. So if you were to tap on perfect, of course, all the 100% IV Pokemon all will appear. I have 1300 right now in my storage. Randomly choose one. They all have 15, 15, 15 as the IVs. Alright, so if I were to tap on the 3-star, I have 1841 of them. Some of them are 98%, some of them are very high in terms of IVs. You can see this one is it's basically a 96% IV Dialga over here. Alright, but how do we search for then a 0% IV Pokemon? If you were to type 0-star, literally type 0-star, okay, all these Pokemon will appear. However, they are all not 0% exactly in IVs. As you guys can see, some of them are like basically between 0 to 49% IV. Okay, so if we even with the type the symbol just 0 and the star over there, every of these Pokemon will appear. How then can we search for 0% IV? Actually search for it. Well, what you want to type is, first of all, you have to understand when you do an appraisal on any Pokemon, it will show that attack, defense, HP. Very simple. In order to get the spelling right too, you just need to spell it out according to what you see over there on the appraisal over there. So you put a 0, okay, attack. This will show you all the 0% attack IV Pokemon. And then you put an N symbol. Okay, put an N symbol, 0 defense, DEFENSE. Because if you put DEFENCE, it will be wrong. You have to put SE as it is. And 0 HP. This would show you exactly 0% IV Pokemon. Example, my 0% IV level 50 Shadow Tyranitar, alright, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0, are all basically weak Pokemon. Alright, yeah, I have a 0% IV Shadow Shuckle too, funny thing enough. So hopefully you found that interesting and you guys can use it to your advantage if you want to search for those. Now we're going to check out another new search string. I have to refer to my notes because there are a lot of things that I need to show you guys. So the next one, I know some people have been asking me like how to search for level 50 Pokemon. Right now, we can't really do that to my knowledge, but what we can do is to search for Pokemon that has already been used. Candy XL has used Candy XL to power it up. Even if you power it up to level 40.5, 41, 41.5 or beyond, it will come up. So what you type is basically very simple, Candy XL. Alright, all these Pokemon have been powered up with Candy XL. Alright, you guys can see my level 50 Pokemon are all here. So I actually have a search a tag over here with 531 of them. Definitely the number has increased, but it's just that I forget to actually add them to the list. 531 of them. If we were to type Candy XL, 531 of them should show up. Otherwise something is wrong. Yeah, something is wrong. Wait a second. How come there's one of them that is not shown? Ah, it's this one. Oh, I was supposed to power this one up. Well, we'll do it in another video. Okay, looks like that's something that I need to change. Okay, great. I have 530 instead then. We need to add more tags to it. Yep, so those are all the Pokemon that have been powered up to beyond level 40. Great, I actually searched for that too. Alright, next one is a search term that I think a lot of people enjoy using after you have done trading with your friend, and that's the search term traded. Alright, in order to see Pokemon that have been traded to you from a friend, you just type the word traded basically. So like example, this Hundo Zoroark was a trade from a princess. We actually did this trade after I came back to the Philippines, and I got myself a Hundo Zoroark, my first time getting it ever, and including some of the Hundo traded ones that I can show you guys over here, including I guess my Metagross. This was traded to me from Auntie Gladys with a Meteor Mash over there. Great, it's a Hundo. So how then we can search for Pokemon that we want to trade to our friends or even have traded to receive that we want to evolve without using any candies? Well, what you can do is you type trade, okay, and you put evolve. Alright, it's a double E, trade and evolve. Basically, there'll be double E's there. So any of these Pokemon like Phantom, Carablast, Punkaboo, when you actually trade it to your friend, they can actually do an evolution without using any candies. Right now, this hasn't been traded to me yet, so if I were to evolve it, alright, it will still cost me candies to evolve it, 200 candies. So we ain't gonna do that since I don't really need to evolve that anymore. But if you want to search for the ones that has been traded to you, you can type trade evolve and trade it. Alright, and it should appear something if you have any. I do not have any, so hence I have 0. Okay, so hopefully you guys found that useful. You can use it for yourselves in the future. Alright, so the next one we're going to talk about is evolve. So if you were to tap on this word over here, can evolve, it will show you basically this search term evolve. Alright, so any of these Pokemon can be evolved with the enough amount of candies that you have, and basically it hasn't reached its final stage evolution yet. All this can be evolved. And if you want to search for something that you can actually add to your new Pokédex entry, you can search evolve new. Okay, when you type evolve new, basically all these Pokemon, when you evolve it, you will add it to your Pokédex. Yes, I have not evolved a single Gumi yet, so I don't even have a Goodra. As for Zoroark, I have not even evolved it into Zoroark yet, so I can evolve all those. However, the problem about this search string evolve new, it will also show you mega Pokemon. Example like Heracross, technically there is no evolution stage to it other than mega evolving it. Pinsir, likewise, there's no evolution stage to it, but it will also appear. And it will appear over here as a new evolution. So that is really weird. Even if you actually do evolve the Heracross, the mega Heracross, it will still show the other Heracrosses. So that's something I think that can be changed. So what you can do in order to actually avoid that, alright, I'm going to teach you guys another search term, and that is to mega evolve. When you type mega evolve, these are all the ones that can be mega to actually mega evolve them right now with the amount of energy that you have remaining with you. Every one of these can be mega evolved. When I say can be mega evolved, basically it's everything but not the ones that you normally may even use it. So what you can do now that you know of these two search terms, okay, you can type evolve new. And like I said, the mega evolve ones will appear. What you can put then is an exclamation. Exclamation, when you put an exclamation, it means not, right? I said it. So not mega evolve. So the Pinsir and the other megaable Pokemon will all disappear. Then you can use all these Pokemon to just evolve and evolve and evolve to actually get yourself, you know, XP or whatsoever. Of course, if you want to make it even more optimized, if you do not want to evolve the Shadow Pokemon, you can put an exclamation Shadow and exclamation Shiny. You do not want to evolve the shiny ones. And some of the ones that you want to keep, if you do not want to evolve any of your favorite one, you can put an exclamation favorite. Alright, favorite would show up all your favorited Pokemon. So when you put exclamation, you put not favorited. Alright, so you will put favorite, all my favorite if I know how to spell. Alright, favorited Pokemon all will appear. As you guys can see, a Cranidos over here. This is 15-7, 15 in terms of the IV. I just got it just now when I was with Princess, when we actually had lunch outside. So it's pretty amazing. As for this one, it's a Hundo EV that we actually just go plus here at our accommodation. So pretty happy to get that. So all those favorited Pokemon will then appear if you just type the word favorite. That's another search term for you guys. Alright, so now we can go ahead to check out some of the Mega Pokemon. So for me, I put a dot Mega. This will show me all my Megaable Pokemon, alright, that I've already gotten up to either, you know, base level, high level, or max level. So when it is at base level, it is known as Mega Level 1. So when it's at high level, it's known as Mega Level 2. When it's at max level, it's known as Mega Level 3. So how to search for all these Pokemon? Basically, you don't have to type Mega Level, but instead you just type Mega, and with the number, alright, 3. So this will show me all my Pokemon that I've already gotten up to max level. As I'll show you guys over here, the Tyranitar, it is max Mega level. Alright, so what you guys can do next time when you want to search for a certain typing, when you want to evolve, say for example, it is Mega Rayquaza and you want to get extra Candy XL for yourself to get Dragon or Flying type, because Mega Rayquaza is the Dragon or Flying type. You can put N Flying, alright, or if I know how to spell flying, alright, and all your flying type Pokemon will come out. You can put even a comma and your dragon type Pokemon will also appear. So every one of these Pokemon over here, if I were to evolve, except the Mega Gyarados, I mean it would evolve, it would change into Dragon Water, Dark Water, sorry. So it wouldn't work. Alright, after you Mega evolve, it will become a Water and Dark. So it wouldn't work on the Mega Rayquaza. So you have to see what's going to Mega, and the typing may or may not change also. Alright, so these are the Pokemon that you can choose to actually get a boosted Candy or Candy XL from your Mega Rayquaza catches. Okay, so if you were to type Mega 2, alright, this will show me the high level, meaning the second high level. It hasn't reached max level yet, but if I do it one more time, I will actually get it up to max level. Likewise for this is at high level also. If I will do it to the Slowbro, it's currently still at max level, high level, sorry. So if I put Mega 1, this will show me the ones that hasn't even gone past the base level, means it is still at base level basically. Alright, as for this one also, the Sableye is still at base level. This one, the Lopunny, is still at base level. This one, the Abomasnow, is also at base level. In order to get it up to the max level, you have to Mega evolve it a total of 30 times. Alright, and you'll get it up to max level, and that's when you will have extra bonuses like extra Candy XL and Candies, etc. Alright, so that's another search term that you guys can use. Next one is very simple, the ones that I guess will be useful for people who are trying to win themselves some showcases. You can type XXL and the certain Pokemon that you want to search for may appear. So if let's say you want to search for rock typing, you can put XXL and rock, all these Pokemon will appear. Of course, when you go into showcase, some of those Pokemon will appear for you already. For me, when I create my search string over here, alright, this one that I used to always remove my Pokemon instantly, I actually filter away XXL and XXS Pokemon. So I actually do keep XXL. Alright, all these are the ones that did not get transferred away, and XXS Pokemon also did not get transferred away, so I have to manually transfer them whenever I want to. So you can search for the sizes, like I said, XXS, all these will appear. You can put XS, the XXS will not appear, but XS will appear. Alright, and then the XXL, alright, all these Pokemon will appear, but if you put XL, those few Pokemon that you saw will not appear. Alright, so it's different. The XL and XXL, they are not the same. Okay, so next one we'll look at the Buddy. So the Buddy one, we actually have a few. Buddy 5 will be looking at Buddy that has already reached the max level. Alright, max level Buddy level with your Buddied Pokemon. I'm talking about the one. Alright, fine, we got 5 kilometer eggs to hatch. 3 5-kilometer eggs. I'm gonna get a Shundo right now. Come on. Shundo Quaxilly! There'll be a glitch and Niantic will ban me. Wow, Shundo paw me! Just kidding, I also will get banned because those two shinies are not even available in the game. So I was talking about it over here. You can see that once you reach best Buddy with this, alright, then you appear as Buddy 5. Buddy 4 will show you Ultra Buddy. Buddy 3 will show you Great Buddy. Buddy 2 will show you Good Buddy. And Buddy 1 will show you a Buddy that you have actually buddied with but never ever gone up to Good Buddy before. As for Buddy 0, it will show you basically all the ones that you have never ever buddied before. So let's go into type Buddy 5 again. 757 of them. I actually got 758 of them. I actually traded one away. I traded my best Buddy Tauros away because that was my last one, and a kid actually wanted it from me. So Buddy 4 will show you, right, like I said, the Ultra Buddy. Alright, Buddy 3 will show you the Great Buddy. Buddy 2 will show you the Good Buddy. Buddy 1 will show you the ones that you have buddied before but hasn't done any interaction with it. So I accidentally buddied this Pokemon before, then I swapped over to others. So Buddy 0 are basically those that has never ever been buddied with your your avatar before. Alright, so those are the ones that you can use for buddy, very simple. So the next one is actually very easy. If you are searching for your Pokemon and you want to look for them, they are in the gym, you can put Defender. For me, I don't have any because I don't have any Pokemon in the gym right now. As you guys will see over here, I scroll all the way down to the today. There's nothing, Pokemon in gym, nothing. But if you actually have any of the Pokemon in the gym, just type Defender and they'll all appear for you to see. That's what I normally do, and I'm kind of used to typing the Defender, not Defended, but Defender. Alright, D-E-F-E-N-D-E-R, not dirt, okay? Yeah, Brendan, you're dumb. Okay, great. So next one, we will talk about the gender. So there are actually technically 3 genders in Pokemon GO, if you account for the fact that there is one more that is unknown gender, which I'll show you guys in a bit. Alright, so if you type male, alright, every single Pokemon that are male will appear. Alright, so very simple. If you want to search for a male, say Riolu, for example, Riolu male, alright, you can see the Riolu male appears, great. Alright, the female one will not appear. So if you type Riolu and female, then the female one will appear. I have one that's a female and there's a hundo. Alright, I have one that's a male, there's also a hundo. So other Pokemon like a Snorlax, for example, will also be rarer in terms of getting the female one. If I know how to spell, okay, alright, female one over here. If I were to type male, okay, yep, I have more female than the male. As you guys can see, the female is rarer. It's about 8 times rarer than the male one. Okay, so some of them, yep, the rarity is a bit different. So for me, whenever someone actually asks me for a Salandit, alright, Salandit, and then I'll be like, which is the male, which is the female one? I do not know. Very simple. I just have to type Salandit and female. And some people want to get the female one. Ta-da! The 5 of the males one just got the filtered away. And then when I'm on the trade screen, I can just select it. I can just trade to whoever that wants to get the female Salandit from me. So that's what I always do. Okay, so the third gender is actually a gender that doesn't exist. Essentially, if you want to search for genderless Pokemon, example like legendary Pokemon, mythical Pokemon, or even some Pokemon that are kind of made by people, example Magnemite, Voltorb, etc. What you type is to type gender. You can't type genderless. Nothing will appear. You type gender unknown. Alright, when you type gender unknown, every of the Pokemon that has no gender, like the legendary Pokemon Entei, Registeel, Tapu Bulu, all will appear. And just for the fun of it, I'll show you guys if we were to filter away legendary Pokemon and we were to sort by number, filter away Ultra Beast too. Alright, you have to type exclamation Ultra space Beast with a letter S at the back and exclamation Mythical. Okay, great. So we got 277 of this Pokemon. You can see Magnemite appears because it's basically genderless, even in the Pokédex, you guys can see. Voltorb actually appears also because it is also genderless. Okay, and if you were to check out like Staryu, Starmie, they are also genderless. Okay, so hence the gender is unknown. Even Ditto, even Porygon, unknown, etc. They are all genderless. Even Shedinja is also genderless. There's no male, no female to it. All these Pokemon, even Beldum, Metagross, etc., they do not have gender. Bronzor, etc., all these do not have a gender itself. Carbing also, actually I didn't know about the Carbing until I found out just now when I did the search string before I started this video. Quite interesting. Farlings also doesn't have a gender. Pretty interesting about that. Yep. So that's that in terms of using that if you want to search for certain Pokemon that does not have gender at all. Okay, the next search term that we're looking at is a search term that will allow you to search for hatched Pokemon, but only baby Pokemon. So if you use the special search term hatched, alright, it will show you Pokemon that were hatched only from the eggs that would show, alright, the ones that also available from the wild will also show, like the Quixilly, etc. and Pawmi that technically are available from the wild, but you actually hatched them. So you can also manually type a hatched, it will appear. However, if you want to search for only baby Pokemon, what you type instead of typing a baby only, it doesn't work. Last time it used to work, you can type baby and the baby Pokemon appear. Now you have to type X. Alright, you have the letter S only. So when you type X only, all your baby Pokemon should appear. None of these Pokemon would be the second stage evolution like Pikachu, etc. So you can see, those are all the baby Pokemon that I have. You can try out for yourself. I'm so sorry that I'm burping. I just drank water, but all good. So the next one that we'll be looking at is Go Battle League. Very simple. Go Battle League, you don't have to type Go Battle League. You just type the GBL. 3 alphabet, GBL, all these are the rewards from the Go Battle League. You guys can see these are the ones that I got from Go Battle League. Alright, playing in the Master League, playing in the Master League, playing in the Great League, etc. So if you type N 4-star, this will show you all the Hundo Go Battle League reward actually have a few more, but it doesn't appear because it only this search string only was added like during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, any of those that you got from Go Battle League, it would not appear. So example, if I were to show you guys one of my Snorlax, which I made a video on also, my very first GBL video. I actually got a Hundo Snorlax out from it, and this is not the one. This is from a raid. I think it was this. This was the one. I think it was this. If I remember correctly, it was this that I got it, and yeah, this was the one from GBL, but it doesn't show over there. Anyway, that's for Go Battle League. The next one you'll be looking at is very simple, is research, which I don't think is being shown over there. So any of these Pokemon that are being shown over here, they are all from either the field research, the special research, or also the time research. So if you type N4 star, these are the ones that I gotten from the research itself, especially my Shando Stunfisk. Alright, that I got from the field research when I was in Jeju with Princess playing the limited research day, and I got myself a total of 4 Hundos that day. One of them is not here anymore because I traded it to someone. So these are the ones that you can actually search for, the ones that are from research. Alright, next one we're looking at is also another simple one, Rocket. So these are all the ones that you can actually get from the grunts or the leaders or Giovanni, basically the Rocket, basically Team Rocket itself. If you were to use the filter exclamation and exclamation shadow, you'll be left with the ones that are purified. But if you were to put an exclamation purified, nothing should appear. If anything appears still on this screen, something is wrong. Okay, that's something is wrong. Okay, so let's check out the next one. That's going to be something that's very useful, especially for people who are trying to search for Pokemon that are old Pokemon to actually do a lucky trade, increased chance for lucky trade. So this year is the year 2024. So if we type year 2024, alright, all these Pokemon that are being shown on my screen were caught during the year 2024. If we search for the very first one, that's going to be the Hoot. This was the first Pokemon that I technically caught. Actually, it's still supposed to be another one, and that's supposed to be my other this one, the Craball. Yeah, see, it's supposed to show this, alright, but then it doesn't show, so it's kind of not so good. You can see some of these Pokemon, including the Katana, is actually 2024. Okay, this was traded to me. These are all traded, alright. But if you can see the Craballer, alright, I caught this in the year 2024, but it doesn't show under there. It shows at year 2023. But anyway, if we were to search for the really old Pokemon, you know, since the game first came out in the year 2016, you can type year 2016, and all these Pokemon from the year 2016 would appear. Okay, my first Dragonite, and I do not have my starter Pokemon anymore, but if you type 2015, nothing should appear. If there's anything that appears from the year 2015 or before that, something is wrong. Okay, so that's that. You can even search for, like I said, 2020 or whatever year that you actually want to show. Alright, so now that we know how to search for the year, what we're going to search for is the age. Alright, so the age of the Pokemon, when you type age, alright, and a certain number, that will show you the period where it was caught. So if you type age 0, it will show you Pokemon that was caught less than 24 hours ago. Any Pokemon that's being shown here will have a blue aura around the Pokemon sprite of the Pokemon. So you can see every one of them has a blue aura around it. It means they were caught less than 24 hours ago, including the Zoroark. According to the current time right now. So right now it's 5:03 p.m. 24 hours ago at 5:03 p.m. all these Pokemon were caught after that. Alright, so none of these Pokemon were caught, you know, like at 4 p.m. yesterday or 3 p.m. yesterday, basically. Okay, so with the type H1, it will show me Pokemon that are caught between 24 to 48 hours ago. Alright, all these were caught 24 to 48 hours ago. Of course, I transferred a lot of them. Let's go ahead to type H100. This was caught 100 days ago. My Farfetch and etc. So tomorrow, 24 hours from now, if I were to type H100, none of these Pokemon should appear. However, if I were to type H101, those 4 Pokemon would then appear. By the way, this Farfetch was caught when I was in Taoyuan, Taiwan. Alright, so great. So let's go ahead to search for a very old one. So 1,000 days ago, right? This Bastiodon over here was caught on in the year 2021. Alright, yeah, it's still here available, and this is the one that I actually use for Great League. Interesting. Alright, so that's that. You can search for Pokemon like this. Of course, you can do a different combinations. You can put H0 and Shiny. This will show you the shiny Pokemon that you caught within the last 24 hours. You can even put Shadow. okay, if I know how to spell. Okay, these were all the shadow Pokemon I caught within the last 24 hours. And even H04 star, these are the hundos that I caught within the last 24 hours too. Alright, so now let's go ahead to check out the next one, and that's going to be this particular @ symbol with the word special. When you type special, it shows you special moves that the Pokemon have. So it will show you either frustration, return, basically from purified Pokemon. It will show you signature move or legacy move that certain Pokemon like Mewtwo with Side Strike, or Groudon with Precipice Blade, or Kyogre with Origin Pulse would have. It will also show you Community Day exclusive moves, or even legacy moves that can or cannot be learned anymore. Alright, so if you type special, like I said, the frustration will appear. It's known as a special move. Frustration will still appear. Alright, and if I were to check out for the purified, okay, the return will also appear. So if we do not want to see any of these Pokemon and we are searching for a Pokemon that has a special move, especially a Comp Day Pokemon, what we can do is we will type N exclamation purified, alright, and exclamation shadow. This would then remove those two Pokemon groups. Alright, and we will check special. This has Nature Madness. Basically all my Tapu Bulu, all this would have Nature Madness. Okay, so as for the Charizards, they'll all also appear because they have Blast Burn. This was the one that was traded to me and he renamed it as Brandon. Alright, this Incineroar also has Blast Burn, and the Pikachu, they all also have the Volt Tackle, the move. As for the Mewtwo, they have Side Strike, etc. Yeah, Side Strike, and a Special Rain, they are also part of it because it's a signature move. Okay, so sorry, what we can do over here right now, we can type exclamation legendary and exclamation mythical. Okay, so all these Pokemon would still have the Community Day move, especially like Slacking with Body Slam, Garchomp with Earth Power, Teddiursa, or should I say Ursaring with High Horsepower, Tyranitar with Smackdown, Metagross with Meteor Mash, Salamence with Outrage, etc. So if you want to search for a certain Pokemon, we can put, @ special and Charizard. Okay, all these Pokemon would then have the Blast Burn to it. Every one of these Charizard, these 15 Charizards over here have Blast Burn. Okay, I'll show you guys over here, Blast Burn, Blast Burn. In fact, it will have Dragon Breath or Blast Burn. Okay, but if I were to put exclamation, okay, exclamation special, I wouldn't have any because I've gotten rid of those that do not have the special move. But if you have, then they will appear. The ones do not have Blast Burn or anything, and I would get rid of them because you have to Elite Charge DM them if you want to use them as a better Pokemon. Right, next one is going to search for this particular word. It's very simple. It's just one word, item. And this word item allows you to search for Pokemon that requires an item, an evolution item, to evolve it, like a Sinnoh Stone, like a Metal Coat, or even like a Metal Coat again. This one also same. This one also Sinnoh Stone, or basically any of the evolution items that's required. Alright, so when you actually encounter a task that says use an item to evolve a Pokemon, just type item and done. You will be able to search for this Pokemon, just evolve them, and you'll be done with it. Alright, so the last one is a useful search term that I've actually taught a few people whenever I travel to meet community, and I tell them how you can search for certain Pokemon that are within a certain distance from you and certain distance away from you. So what you want to search for, if you want to do distance trade, which is what I normally would do with Princess, whenever I ask her like are you giving me overseas or local mon, if she tells me she's giving me overseas Pokemon, then she will type distance, alright, and you will type 100 minus. When you type 100 minus, it will show you Pokemon that are more than 100 kilometers away from you, from exactly where you are, from here right now, exactly where you are. So right now, all these Pokemon are more than 100 kilometers away. Alright, showing from Singapore, showing from all around wherever I've traveled to, away from here, from Philippines. Alright, Santa Clarita. Alright, these are the ones that I caught when I was overseas. Some of them are also traded, which is possible too. So this is the one that's caught from Singapore too. Okay, and caught from Singapore, etc. So we to increase the number to 1,000 instead, alright, it'll show you over 1,000 kilometers away. Alright, it's also possible to do that. And if you want to increase it even further, you can put 10,000 minus. It'll show you Pokemon that are caught more than 10,000 kilometers away from you, from where you are right now. So most of them probably will be from America, etc. Yeah, see, you can from Las Vegas, etc. So how would this search term be useful though? Like I said, when you actually do a trade with a friend, when you want to get guaranteed Candy XL, one of your friend or yourself, one of the trading partner would then have to do and overseas trade. So more than 100 kilometers away would then get you a guaranteed Candy XL. So one person can type distance 100 minus. As for me, if I'm the one giving local Pokemon, I will then type distance minus 100. So when I do that, it will show me Pokemon that were caught less than 100 kilometers away from where I'm at. So Drubel over here, you can see is from Cebu. If I were to scroll the way down, all these Pokemon probably were caught last time, but maybe caught around Cebu or whatsoever. So that was traded to me from Princess. Okay, see from Cebu. So it's within 100 kilometers away, even though it's like a Pokemon that was caught like a few months ago, it will still appear. And I can use this as trade if I wish to actually trade to get rid of them. So that's what we can do, alright? So other than that though, if you want to search for a certain distance that's really far away, you can let's try 18,000 minus. I have two Pokemon that are 18,000 kilometers away. Alright, if I'll trade them, alright, I will then be able to get extra distance when I trade with my friend. So the circumference of the Earth is about 40,000 kilometers. Alright, 40,000, 45 kilometers. So technically speaking, theoretically speaking, the furthest distance that you can trade is 20,000, 20 something kilometers, which I've never seen before. The most I've ever seen is 19,800 something kilometers. When I met some players at Go Fest, they were doing some trade distance challenge. I saw it. There was one pair, they actually got 19,825 kilometers. It was madness. Alright, so that's what you can use to. You can search for certain Pokemon that are certain distance away from you. And like I said, one of you choose overseas, one of you choose local Pokemon, and do your trade, and you get yourself guaranteed Candy XL. For guaranteed Candy XL, when you are doing a trade that's more than 100 kilometers away, you get yourself guaranteed Candy XL. But if it's between 10 to 99.9 kilometers, there's about 25% chance to get Candy XL. When it's 0 to 9.9 kilometers, there's about 8% chance to get Candy XL. So I would rather do the further distance trade if I'm able to. Alright, so that's that from me, man. In terms of all the search terms that I do think is very useful for each and every one of us to learn. If you guys found this video really useful, definitely remember to leave a like on the video. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Did a lot of research for this particular video and gave you guys all the experience and all the knowledge that I know in terms of searching stuff. If you guys have more ideas on what you guys can use to, don't feel shy to actually share them in the comment section down below. Of course, there are some of them that I did not share, the simpler ones, but I just wanted to share those really hidden and secret ones too. Alright, so with that said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Alright, goodbye.